Hello everyone and welcome to the School of Serenity. In this video, I would like to share with you my thoughts on three topics. First, what is FOMO? Second, how does it impact our brain chemistry? And third, its implications for our mental and financial health. Before we get started, don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell so that you don't miss any of my future videos on this channel. What is FOMO? FOMO means fear of missing out, in case you haven't heard about it yet. Many people talk about FOMO in the context of social media. FOMO is the sensation that we get when we feel that other people might be having lots of fun from which we have been excluded because we are busy doing other stuff. FOMO has been associated with lower mood and lower life satisfaction. The same concept is applicable when it comes to the stock market and investing. FOMO in this context is the fear of missing out on great investment opportunities based on the perception that other investors are making a killing in the stock market and the person is left out. A prime example is what happened with the stock of GameStop. This is what happened with the stock of GameStop if you haven't heard about it already. The price of GameStop shot up 10x within 7 days, and a handful of people made a ton of money on that move. This got everybody excited and talking about it on the internet. After the GameStop action was over, a lot of people wanted to find the next quote-unquote GameStop. These events were discussed and analyzed on social media platforms and attracted even more interest. It made a lot of investors anxious that they missed this great opportunity. As a result, a lot of people started speculating about the next GameStop, and many are struggling with the feeling that they're going to miss out on the next big move in the stock market. Now that we know what FOMO is in the context of the stock market, let's chat about how it affects the brain. FOMO and brain chemistry. Let's see what happens when we feel fear. In order to do so, we need to quickly talk about two important regions in the brain, which are amygdala and the frontal lobe. Amygdala is part of the brain that is key to how we process strong emotions like fear and pleasure. On the other hand, the frontal lobe is where thinking, reasoning, decision-making, and planning happen. When we feel threatened and afraid, our amygdala automatically and quickly activates the fight or flight response by sending out signals to release stress hormones that prepare our body to react. In doing so, it overpowers the frontal lobe, which is responsible for rational decision making. The fight or flight response was appropriate for early humans because they faced a lot of threats in their environment. However, today there are far fewer physical threats, but there are a lot of psychological threats caused by the pressures of modern life, like FOMO that we are discussing about in this video. The bottom line is that when you are feeling FOMO, your amygdala hijacks your brain. It significantly reduces the availability of the other parts of the brain that are responsible for rational decision making. As you can appreciate, FOMO can be harmful to your mental and financial health. What are the implications of FOMO? FOMO is a form of severe anxiety that can really impact our mental health. It can make us feel depressed when we assume that others are making tons of money while we are being left out of the action. On top of that, FOMO is disastrous for our financial health. People make terrible investment and life decisions when they are under the influence of FOMO. FOMO creates a short circuit where the thinking brain is bypassed and signals are sent straight to the emotional brain. When this happens, we tend to make hasty emotional decisions which we usually regret later on. Another unfortunate thing that happens when we are feeling FOMO is that we become more gullible. What I mean by this is that we start believing in what fake gurus are telling us or trying to sell us on the internet. FOMO makes people a prime target for individuals who are trying to charge them by selling them online courses, trade ideas, and trading techniques. So what should we do when feeling FOMO? It is key to have the emotional intelligence to recognize that we are experiencing, and it is key to have the emotional intelligence to recognize that we are experiencing an quote unquote emotional hijacking. It is also important to practice mindfulness and give ourselves time before making any investment decisions. No one has made good decisions when they are anxious and fearful. I hope that you liked this video. If you have any comments about the content that I shared in this video, please add them in the comment section below. And don't forget to like this video, subscribe, and also hit the notification bell so that you don't miss any of the future videos on this channel. Stay serene, take care, and thank you.